Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another vlog and another video. I know I haven't done a ton of vlogging or a ton of videoing this week. I've just been kind of so busy trying to work on getting the rest of my Christmas lights and Christmas decorations all up and stuff. On Friday, last week, last Friday, you had seen that I had gotten started with working on all over here and stuff and around these three doorways. Yesterday, I got around to doing around this doorway right here, and then got around to doing lights around my upper wall kitchen cabinets right here. Well, let me tell you, working around these upper wall kitchen cabinets seemed extremely physically draining and stuff, because it's like, so I started out with one of my 50 set strands of multicolor lights, and then went the rest of the way around with one of my 100 set strands of multicolor lights and stuff. You know, wasn't sure that it was going to reach all the rest of the way around. I ended up taking a gamble thinking that it may reach the rest of the way around, and it did. But I got to tell you, after had finally gotten done working on putting the lights on around these upper wall kitchen cabinets here of mine, I just felt so drained and stuff. You know, I didn't get quite as far along with getting my Christmas lights and other Christmas decorations up yesterday as I would have liked to, mainly because of working in this area over here, my upper wall kitchen cabinets over there and stuff. I just felt more like I just wanted to lay down after that. I did also get lights around these two doors all up yesterday as well. It's just that this year is seemed to be taking a lot more thinking and stuff, because, well, for one, I don't really feel like I have a whole lot of the energy, really. The fact that I'm right now working mainly 6.5-hour days to more so 7-hour days. I work at BJ's Wholesale Club and stuff. So, you know, kind of making do with what I got, making do with what we got. So it's kind of taking a little bit more to fill in some of the gaps and stuff where I've usually been putting Christmas lights and stuff up and around the past few years and stuff. But for the most part, I'm figuring it out, and it's all getting up slowly but surely. So earlier today, I did pretty much finish up getting all my Christmas lights that I wanted to get up all out here in the living room, and a better part of tonight, I've gotten going, working away at getting almost all my Christmas lights all up here in bedroom and stuff. I'm pretty much, I think, just about done with getting all my Christmas lights up. Just gonna put color coordinated, or really how they call it, multicolor strand of icicle lights up, probably over here, and strand of white and blue icicle lights. I don't know what other way to say it. Probably over here and stuff. And again, I've got my pre-lit artificial tree over here all set up now. Sorry if the brightness isn't so great here, but yeah. But yep, I got my pre-lit tree over here, right next to dresser, all set up pretty much now. Um, it's just that getting Christmas lights up this year seems to be quite a bit more seems to be quite a bit more challenging than than you usually would think. Usually, you know, the fact that I'm kind of just making do with what we got. What kind of just I'm kind of just making do with what I got, and I'm kind of just making do with what I'm kind of just making do with what we got here. And some of the strands of Christmas lights that I've had for quite a while now, some of them are dead, so, or some of them are close to the end, and I'm still keeping some to use to connect to to connect everything. One thing I know that around here we do have to remember too is not to plug more than 3 into each. So with this connection here, I just uh, I just did a temporary plug-in right here just to light everything up once I was done. But what we're gonna have to do is with this right here, we're gonna kind of have to make it into 2 different connections. So we're gonna kind of have to unplug half and then maybe plug another strand in, and put maybe like put like a power strip somewhere like down here, and then maybe hook up another strand to the other half, and then again maybe if we can put a power strip down here, then plug those 2 connections into a power strip. So that's what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to basically just make sure that we remember to split this connection up. We're gonna unplug half and then take like a strand of Christmas lights, run it down to like, if we can set a power strip up down here, and then take another strand of Christmas lights and then run that down to the power strip if we end up setting a power strip over there. And then it'll probably be all right. It's just that I'm sure a lot of you have heard people say before that if you plug any more than 3 in each other, the more it can be more of a fire hazard. So that's why the policy is not to plug any more than 3 in each. So we're definitely slowly but surely making some pretty good progress with getting our Christmas decorations up. It's just kind of taken a little bit of improvising. And around our bedroom window here, where I ended up putting all multicolor lights around, I had a couple 100 set strands of multicolored lights where both of those strands, half of it would light up, the other half doesn't. So what I thought I would do I ended up having to do some improvising around my bedroom window. Took one of the 2 strands of multicolored lights, and went all the went all the way around the bedroom window with that, and and then and then and then for the other for the second strand of multicolored lights where half of it would light up, the other half wouldn't. I took like I tried marking the side and the half that of that multicolored light strand that does light up, so that I could connect that part to the part of the first strand that we did put all the way around the bedroom window, and then try and run that the rest of the way down. And so the first strand of multicolored lights where half of it would light up, the other half wouldn't. I pretty much started on this side, and it pretty much got me all through the top and pretty much ended right here on this side. So the second strand took the side that does still light up and went down here and then got me pretty much just about all the way to the bottom. So it is a little bit more challenging working on getting Christmas lights up this year, just because we're kind of having to do some improvising, and I really don't have all the energy to really take the time to make that hike up to Walmart, even though it is close by, on my days off. Really, the fact that I work mainly pretty long hours right now, mainly at BJ's Wholesale Club and stuff. So perhaps next year it might be a good idea to try to think outside the box and get some new strands. But for this year, we're perfectly fine. As long as we have a way to fill in the gaps and stuff with what we got for this year,